Hi, another couple of points about Rahu and Ketu. Rahu is everything in the mind. It's called the head of the dragon and the tail of the dragon, Rahu and Ketu. What are the heads of the dragon and the tails of the dragon? The head is literally the head. Okay? That's Rahu. Everything that goes on in your mind and processing and desire, everything arises in the mind. That's the Rahu form of it. Ketu is in the entire spine, the tail. So literally the human being is a walking, talking Rahu Ketu. In that sense of polarization. Please understand this in the right context. I'm talking very deep stuff here. So Rahu and Ketu are essentially polarizing factors, and it's a current. It's like electricity which constantly runs through our system, through our life. And like I said in the previous one, it may be to do with ancestors, not just you. Don't personalize anything. That's the best way to understand Jyotish, is first of all throw your own chart in the trash. Just study it objectively. Just study it like a science. Don't personalize things. So Rahu and Ketu, when you talk of currents, it's the current flow between your spine and your brain, the neural system. You can call it the central nervous system, the sympathetic and the parasympathetic nervous system. If you want to go down the route of mainstream biology, it gets really interesting, by the way. I wish mainstream goes here. They talk of consciousness, but they haven't even begun to scratch the scratch on the scratch yet. But never mind. So, Rahu and Ketu, speaking of them as currents, they are invisible entities. They don't have a personality of their own. Hence the theory of dispositor in Vedic astrology, meaning if it is sitting in Aries, you need to check where Mars is. It is borrowing personality from everywhere and producing just a current. It is not producing anything solid in your life. It's not a tangible one, although it desires one. Ketu desires to detach from that aspect. If Ketu is in the house of Jupiter, Sagittarius, Pisces, it will want to detach from that aspect, isn't it? I've given you some examples before. But that is essentially a current. It's essentially a ghost-like entity. They say Rahu is just mirror. You look in a mirror, what face you see? You don't see a person, internal view. You see the external view. When you meet a person, shake hands with them, their outer appearances, looks are deceptive factor. It's always there. And even Ketu, you don't know what's going on inside their mind, inside their consciousness. That hides. You have to go to Jupiter level for that. That's why the guru factor comes in. And that's a whole rabbit hole in and of itself. I won't go there. I just wanted to leave you with this tip. Think of them as currents of